So I just grabbed him and held him. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Get off. Like pushing me head. And I'm like, nah, just fucking stay here. I need a rest.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Monday edition of Mark My Words. Hope you enjoyed the footy over the course of the weekend. Our Monday edition of the podcast is a little loose. We tell some stories, we answer your questions with the two great men alongside me. Standing in first slip this afternoon is Mark Geyer. Hello MG.
G'day there, Mark.
I've got him.
I was trying to do a Tony Gregg impersonation, but then I forgot how he spoke.
Yes, it's a...
Look at the key in the pitch. And it's
I'm not one to hold a grudge. A grudge is somewhere you park your car.
It's diplomatic immunity.
All right, do you want to start again?
Yeah, start again.
No, let's keep going now. Let's just keep going.
Go, fuck it.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Mark My Words podcast.
We're not going again. Just keep going.
Oh, we're still going?
Yeah, we're still going.
Beautiful. What are we doing here?
Because you know what?
Why don't I take control? It's your podcast.
We are transparent men, so I stuffed up there with the jumper. So let's just keep it in.
Righto, Tubby Taylor, let's keep going.
Merv Hughes.
You know what, Tony Gregg, Billy Birmingham used to do the job.
Yeah, got him, God.
I'm not one to hold a grudge. A grudge is somewhere you park your car. Hello, Piggy.
Yeah, g'day, Levy. How you going? G'day, MG.
Hello,
That was
Piglet.
very serious. What's going on with
Well,
you?
it's Mondays are more serious than the other times because we're talking some shit, man.
We are going to talk some rubbish, so I think we may as well just get stuck straight into it with story time, right? So there's a number of, let's just say, grubs that can be appearing on a football field. Wonderful people, but just on the field they've turned into grubs. So we're going to ask you boys the grubbiest players you have played against. Some might nominate you two as the grubbiest players they've played against, but...
So I think grub and dirty are different.
Are they?
I think so. Grub is like grubs...
Like a pest? Is
Yeah,
that sort of the
more
grub?
of a pest. But dirty players are like when you get your nuts squeezed every...
Yeah, or they stand on your hand.
And stand
after
on your
you-
hand.
Okay, well, let's do both. Let's do grubbiest and then let's do dirtiest.
And for mine was all the little guys who I played against. The Benny Eliases, the Ricky Stewarts, the Tugger Colemans. They're the ones who would like just needle you. You know, something happened to you in a tackle and you go, I bet you that was one of them little fuckers. And it was. Tugger would stand on your foot. Benny eye gouge you, but not in the bad way. Like just, and yeah, they seem to me to be the dirtiest players that I played against because, I mean, if a forward did it, you'd punch on with them.
Yeah.
You know, and you'd say, come on, man. But the little guys you wouldn't punch on with because you look like a fool for doing it.
But see, this is the thing in the modern game, isn't it? And like, I'm not suggesting that we bring back punching. We've moved on from that, but there was a bit of on-field.
I'd suggest it. I'd love to see it back.
But there was a bit of on-field justice, wasn't there? Like if there was a cheeky little bloody so-and-so, you'd be dealt with.
Well, I watched the game. There was a game recently come up on my feed, 1988, when Penrith played Tigers at Leichhardt Oval, and the ground was heaving. It was 27,000 there or something. You could look over the back and everyone was on there. And Ellery Hanley was starring. That Tigers team were not just ferocious, but they were dirty as well. There was about 3 or 4 spear tackles that these days you get a year for.
Gone.
But then the Rex Mobbs go, great tackle that one for the Tigers. And you go, wow, didn't we live in a different world? But
changed.
But it was a world we knew then.
Yeah.
It's a world we didn't know was coming like it is now.
Yeah.
So are there any stories, MG, like grubbiest, dirtiest players that you sort of automatically spring to mind? If you don't, we can come back to you.
Yeah, no. Just the little guys. Like this, because I said when we were doing the research for this and we said about, talking about dirty players, I said, well, most of the time, if someone was dirty to you, you'd sort it out right there and then. Because you could. The referee wouldn't say anything about it. You wouldn't get 10 minutes in the bin or you wouldn't get sent off for throwing a punch.
But see, I can't imagine people being cheeky to you because you just
the little guys were.
Were they?
They were, yeah, because you couldn't catch them, mate.
Was it a ploy or a plan?
Both, a ploy. Yeah. And like Ricky would always get you there and pinch the back of your tricep and that skin there that was. I don't know how you get through because I had these arm guards that I used to wear. And I was going, how'd you get in there? And that carried on like Alfie Langer, that type of niggling little players who would just do stuff that would unsettle you.
Yeah.
And then we went on the Kangaroo Tour. Those three were on the Kangaroo Tour with me: Ricky Stewart, Benny Elias, Alfie Langer. And one day we had this fight. We organised. We went in the piss one day at an indoor cricket centre, which we got kicked out of. So then we decided the big boys versus little boys in a fight over on these hills in Manchester we were staying. And it was on for young and old.
What, proper fight?
Well, kind of. Not punches, but,
Wrestling
like
and that.
wrestling and, yeah.
Really?
And the little boys won. The little guys won.
How good.
The little guys won.
Who'd you go toe-to-toe with?
Oh, I think Des Hasler or Rowdy Shearer.
Well, see, off the back of that, like I'm just going back to Origin for a sec. Remember the stoush between Lindsay Collins and Victor Radley? So when they go back to
Teammates,
Clubland,
yeah.
how does that sort of
Oh,
work
it's
out?
fine.
in
They'll
the
be
club
fine.
environment?
They'd be laughing about
Yeah.
it.
Would they?
They wouldn't give a shit.
But there wouldn't be like a little simmering little.
No way.
Because I know when I had that front with Wally, the first two to chase each other was Steve Walters and Ricky Stewart
Yeah, right.
from Clubland.
Yeah.
Gary Coyne tried to jump in, Ricky Stewart jump on him, and Ian Roberts and he just went for everyone because he was best
How
fighter.
good's rugby league?
The best fighter I've ever seen on a footy field. I wouldn't fuck with him
Mate,
anytime.
I remember talking about, this is a bit off topic, but when I was playing against my best mate, Glenn Hall, I was playing in a game one time talking about playing against each other and them still being mates. Well, we'd been best mates since we were 4 years old. I'd just come back from injury. I was in the NRL, and I think I tackled Hawley, and he offloaded, and they kicked it downfield. So I just grabbed him and held him, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get off!" Like pushing me head, and I'm like, "Nah, just fucking stay here. I need a rest."
You're the best.
He goes, get off me, you dickhead.
Oh,
How
too
good that?
good,
That's
too
awesome.
good. Well, what about you, Piggy? Grubbiest or
Mate,
dirtiest
Michael
players?
Ennis springs to mind straight away. He was just
So what did he do to get under
more
your
of
skin?
a pest. Just he'd try and get under all players' skins.
Like
It'd
give you
always be-
wedgies up the back of the
it'd always
shorts.
be-
and-
not that it was directed at me per se, but to our players, and then our players would have the shits. Like I think you've seen the video of Hindy going at him that game at Parramatta versus Bulldogs, and
Yep.
So it's really interesting. Like I used to watch Michael Ennis on a field, but now sort of knowing him through the media, every time you talk to him, he's a bit of a straighty 180, and
But everyone
I
had
never
everyone
heard
had
him swear. And
There was everyone had two characters you had to play. One was off the field. And if you played that on the field, well, you're probably going to get your pants pulled down, literally. So you had to kind of go into character to play rugby league. You pump yourself up before a game and go, okay, because you know what your body's about to go through, and you know how physical it's going to be, and that takes a rare person to go try and put that aside. But as soon as you run out the field and you see the crowd, you go, ha ha, let's go.
Yeah.
It's
I'm thinking the old mate to my left, Piggy, you would have been a bit of a grub on the field.
nah, I wasn't
You're a
into.
cheeky bugger.
No, I wasn't into. Like I had some fights, but
also
you have fights. You have fights.
You had an argument
like-
once with Joey when you were kicking a goal. So,
That's right. What a great story.
You dickhead.
No, we can't share that one on here.
No, I had a few fights on the field, but like
I saw one with you
don't
recently. One of the Hughes boys.
Corey Hughes, I had one.
Was it
with-
Corey Hughes? Yeah.
I had one with Mick Wayman. Like,
Yeah.
But then back then it was like I see Mick today, and I'd
Yeah, of
shake
course.
his hand, have beers. Like I don't give a shit.
There's not one
Like,
person I played-
actually respect him that he wanted to
100%.
throw him as well. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, well, that's good. That's
And
solid.
there's when you think about it, Piggy, there's not one person we played with or against. Well, I don't know if it's the same for you, but who I wouldn't see in the street and shake their hand.
and be right. It'd be
There was
fine.
no because once that bell went,
Yeah.
you saw with Ronaldo and Marky Mark recently. Like them two were at each other all game.
game. Yeah, I know.
As soon as the whistle went, they shook hands and respect. The respect was immense, and I love that about our game.
All right. Well, here's a question.
You're throwing them at us today.
So, in the modern game in 2026, is there a player out there that you would just love to tear his head off?
Ooh,
Just one player out there that annoys you. That you
I'm just trying to go through the teams to tell you the truth.
because there's not really many bad guys.
No,
anymore,
they're
is
all
there?
they're all
seem
they're all
pretty
good
presentable.
well, the
fellas,
game's too
aren't
quick from the stuff. Do any
Yeah.
stuff arounds like that anymore.
Yeah.
Reed Marnie. No, well, see, Reed's. I like Reed.
Well, I've always been a fan of Reed Marnie. So
I think
can't-
Reed Marnie's a good fella.
But he'd be one that if you're playing against him.
Well,
he'd
Jimmy
give you
Maloney
shit.
was like that Mickey Ennis. Then but
Mate, if I told you the Jimmy Maloney story, this is story time. Let me tell you a Jimmy Maloney story.
Ooh,
right?
I like this. The eyes have lit up.
All right. So, way back in 2000 and I'm going to say 7, Michael Hagan came to the club to take over at Parramatta and coach us. This is Jimmy Maloney, right? And Hagues had a idea that he'd take all the team away to get to know everyone. So anyway, went up the Central Coast and stayed at this place, and the place had a bar and a sort of nightclub thing in it and that. And we're all on the drink. There's a DJ. Da, da, da. Anyway, there's a few of the older boys, Kalis and Hindy, Luke Burt, myself, a few others, and we're all just drinking. And next minute, this young bloke's going around with a tray of shots, going, shot it, scull it. And we're just like, what's going on here? Like, and the boys were like, who is this bloke? And no one sort of knew. And then everyone was like, oh, he's signed from North Sydney. That's how early in his career it was.
Wow.
Well, excuse me, he hadn't even had one. So anyway, like all the boys were off him by the end of the night because he's just been a massive pest, making everyone scull shots and all that. And then I forget, one of the boys, I forget which one it was like, who does he think he is, this bloke? Peter Sterling. And then from that day on at Parramatta, he was known as Sterlo. That was his, and it was Jimmy Maloney.
James Maloney.
Yeah,
He still played last weekend for
I saw he played
Picton.
there, old Sterling.
And I think I saw Chad Townsend played for
Chad's playing for Yarrawarrah. Yeah, he's a local club.
We get into the listener questions, and the first one comes through from Gabby. Boys, which team is currently punching way above their weight, and which roster is the biggest disappointment on paper?
Ooh,
From Gabby.
Punching well above their weight. I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Yes.
Love what I'm seeing from the Dolphins. I think they're going to be top 4. I think they can win the competition. And they are punching above their weight. Which roster is the biggest disappointment on paper?
Dogs.
Ooh, okay. I was going to say the Raiders.
Yeah? I could go with the other.
I'm going to say Broncos.
Oh, yeah. It was
Oh, yeah,
actually,
grand finalists.
And I think the punching above their weight, I think Newcastle. I think wouldn't spoon
That's a great one.
Wouldn't spoon last year. Now they're 5th.
Jeez, you've nailed that.
Nailed
Thanks,
that.
mate.
You had a
Nailed
little
that.
bit of extra
Oh, yeah, I did.
time there, didn't you?
You were a bull at the gate. You couldn't wait to get your fucking answers out. Because you thought I was going to get down the same road.
Nailed that one, MG. From James, build the ultimate NRL player whose speed, whose step, whose defence,
Go,
hitting
MG.
power, and whose footy IQ.
Go.
Speed, Mullins.
Oh.
What's the next step? Brad Fittler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Whose defence? David Gillespie. And whose footy IQ? Jonathan Thurston.
Ooh, that's a good player.
Oh.
Give me another one.
Who's speed? Who did you say?
Mullins.
You said Mullins. No, I'm gonna go the speed of Reece Walsh. I'm going to go the step of Benji Marshall.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm going to go the defensive hitting power of Adrian Morley.
Yes.
And the footy IQ of Andrew Johns.
Yeah,
I think your player beats my player.
you win.
I got more time to think
What about yours?
Nah, don't worry about
Go
mine.
just all South players, but
Go
think of the best.
No,
South.
I'd probably repeat some of yours. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. Tim, what is the single greatest individual performance or specific play you've ever witnessed live or on TV?
Oh,
Can I give you
holy
mine?
shit. Yeah.
Jonathan Thurston, grand final, North Queensland.
Oh. Andrew Johns, 97 grand final, goes down the short side, puts Darren Albert away.
Darren Albert,
I've got to be biased as well and say Roy Simmons, 2 tries in the grand final.
Yes, Royce.
He hadn't scored a try for 8 years, and he scores 2 in the grand final. Gary, you little bony rubble.
From Jack, when a coach makes a dramatic mid-season halves reshuffle like Cameron Serrato at the Bulldogs, is it usually a tactical masterstroke or a massive sign of panic?
Bit of both, eh?
Bit of both. I think he's looking for something different, so he's made some changes to try and spark their attack.
So what I can't understand with the Doggies at the moment is they've got rid of Reid Marnie, and then they've just signed Lussick from Penrith. And they're looking for a 7, and they got rid of Sexton.
I know.
It's their own doing.
It's
their
almost
own-
like they got too. How do I phrase this? Like they thought about it too much, or had put too much thought into it, and thought they were going to be better without those two, when they actually aren't.
No, they're not.
And then I've heard them come out and say, "Oh, well, we weren't able to keep Reid Marnie beyond next year or whatever it was." Well, who's doing your salary cap?
Yeah.
Like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like if you've got key players in those positions, you make sure your salary caps got the ability to keep players like that.
You're getting
So
controversial.
instead of
Not
so
really. I don't really care. To
instead
tell
of reshuffle or panic, it's complacency.
Yes. Is that a big word?
Don't ask
he
me to spell
he
it.
went to the thesaurus this morning.
I went to the thesaurus, and don't you know they saw us?
We go to. They should sing that one to the
You
grandkids.
can tell we're nearly at the end here.
We go to Sue. When a State of Origin series is on the line, do you reward loyalty to past heroes who have done the job before, or do you pick strictly based on current club form?
Jeez.
Good question, sir.
Bit of both.
Yeah, this is tough, isn't it? Like, but also the predicament, and if you're putting this towards New South Wales, they got to go to Suncorp Stadium and do it. So I think, like we were talking about Liam Martin, weren't we, in the last one, about him being able to come up there and do it? Well, he can.
Put it this way, I think
been
they've
there and done it.
I think to win the up to beat Queensland up there, you got to score 28 points. So you got to find a team that's going to score 30 points.
Yeah.
So you got to pick the team accordingly, and I think they can. I think they can score 30 points if they pick the right team. Which, as I mentioned at the top of the podcast, there's only a few minor changes.
Go the Blues. Go the
Go the
Blues.
Blues. Don't be a cheerleader.
And sorry, Buzz. And the last one's from Kev. The NRL wants blockbuster finals at massive stadiums, but clubs want to play at their spiritual homes like Four Pines or Shark Park. Do we prioritise atmosphere for the diehards or maximum ticket sales for the league? Thoughts?
Piggy? I think as long as it's in the legislation. that they can-
Legislation?
Yeah.
When to go to the Senate?
Vince, I think it's all about Marbo.
Mr. Prime Minister, it's in the legislation. I'm back on the morning
It's
show.
hip, it's hot, it's happening. Now, as long as it's still in the rules and regulations of our constitution, which are...
Mate, I feel like fucking Dennis Denudo's sitting on
So do I. I watched the Castle last night. I think that as long as the rules are still there, that I think if the Sharks... And this is mainly pointed at the Sharks because they've got such a small ground. But until the NRL change that, they've got every right to play a finals at their home ground. It's there. Until you change it and take it away from the Sharks' power, of course you want to play a finals at your home ground. It's stupid if you don't. So NRL, if you want to maximise the final series, take it out of their hands.
Yep. Take it out of their hands.
George?
Take it out of their hands. Go and play in at big stadiums. Maximise the revenue.
Allianz.
Oh, otherwise, fix your ground. You had all that land around there 10 years ago and you were going to be the richest club in the world, and now you're in the same situation 10 years later.
Oh.
Unlucky Sharks.
We're at Shark Park next week for our...
I don't give a shit, MG.
Whoa!
Well,
Team as a tester.
Well, I just find it hilarious that for years and years and years, we had everyone tell us how rich Cronulla Sharks were going to be forever.
Of course, the new...
And now they've got a ground that's that shit, it's not funny. And they got no money. And they got a leagues club that's going to open the end of this year, finally. Please.
No, no.
How's
He's Mark Riddell. We're not worthy.
Well, just quietly, you're bagging Sharks Leagues Club. How's that bloody Steelers Leagues Club going?
Good. It's still operating.
Looks like it's falling
Still
apart.
there. So St George Leagues Club.
I drive, but you know what? I drive past St George 4 o'clock every morning driving past.
Mate.
Geez, there must be some punters in that joint.
Oh.
They're all standing out the front getting Ubers. Anyway,
But
good
all
luck.
I'm saying is you paraded it as if you're going to be the richest club ever, and then you look at the situation now, they've actually almost got to hand their ground over to the state government if they're even going to get any refurbishments or anything
Hey,
done.
we're there next week. Can you stop bagging them? We want to feed them. We want to get looked after.
good
Mate,
feed too.
they're the ones that came out and said they were going to be the richest club ever. It was going to set them up for life.
Yeah, well, the Dragons have been saying for the last 5 years you're going to win a comp.
Well, you're getting your back up.
Oi.
Hey.
Well, I'm just
He wants
sticking
to
up for the
be first.
Sharks.
I wasn't even talking about the Dragons aren't coming out and say they're going to be the richest club in the world and they're going to do this and these developments are going to solve all the issues for the club. And then you see the predicament that they're in today, and they're in no better predicament than they were 10 years ago when it all
And
started.
they
Like,
took away-
how does that honestly happen? How
No.
do you do what they've done and not be in a better position? It is ridiculous.
Well, the best thing about Wynn Stadium in Wollongong is your sock.
Oh, well, look, he's getting defensive now.
The sock.
You're getting defensive
And you
because
get-
I win the argument. Thank you.
It's not really an argument.
See,
because I don't
Lights.
care.
Well, why are
Camera.
you sticking up for him?
Action.
I'm not. You know what I think the NRL should do, if I want to put my 2 cents worth in? Suburban grounds have a place in the regular season. Come finals, you play them all at major stadiums.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's how I used to
Why-
be.
happy with
Why
that.
are we, as a $1 billion game, locking out people from
Yeah.
going and watching the pinnacle of the game, which is finals football?
That's fully full
I
stop.
agree.
Full stop.
You know what? Full stop. That's it. Leave your questions.
Except for Wynn Stadium.
Shark Park, everybody else. Anyway, see you later, boys. Well done.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's all right. We don't have to worry about it this year.
What do you mean?
Playing a final series of the Cockroach with Stadium.
See you,
But
everyone.
next year.
Mark My Words podcast. Back to do it all over again later this week.
Oh, how good.